everybody is having huge issues with their team. With all this new content that's come out between Team Affinity, Ranked Seasons, Battle Royale, and so many more new programs coming out, people are like, do I use captains? Do I not use captains? Who do I use? Boys, luckily, we're going to break this video down into 3 parts. We're going to look at the Buxton captain, the Arenado captain, and no captain. Compare all the teams and tell you guys exactly who you should be using. Please, I ask, if you guys haven't hit that subscribe button yet, please hit that subscribe button. We have so many different videos coming out this year that you guys are not going to want to miss a single bit of it. Without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So let's start off with the Buxton team. As you guys can see, now I'm going to have more cards than most people in this game. But if I don't have a certain card you like or don't like, don't be afraid to swap them in and out on your team. Don't take whatever I'm giving you. This is just a base layer of cards that I thought of pretty quickly when I was putting this team together. So I want you guys to take a look here. So we have in left field, we have Jason Dominguez, the new card. Now, I built this team for typically a Hoff or Legend difficulty. If you guys are playing All-Star, you probably don't rely on the same things I do. For me, I focus on contact a lot. So we have Jason Dominguez in left. Now, the theme with this team build, and as you guys can see all around, we have phenomenal defense and phenomenal speed. That is really important. This outfield is phenomenal. We have Dominguez, we have Buxton, we have Trout. 99, 99, 92 speed out in the outfield with good arms as well outside of Trout, really. But not a bad arm in 81. So this outfield is phenomenal. Now, you guys can't see behind my face cam, but we have Babe Ruth at first base. He's going to be pretty much a trend at first base, I think, on every team, except for maybe Arenado. So you can see Babe Ruth will be at first base. Then you've got Ian Happ. You have 2 spots on this team to keep at tier 3. I would only use Buxton if you're going to stay at tier 3. So we have Ian Happ and Babe Ruth as my 2 cards that are not boosted by Buxton himself. Because Ian Happ's a switch hitter, can play second base, kind of a weaker position. Shortstop, we have Willie Castro. I don't know, like, Willie Castro just plays so much above his stats. You can see he's amazing for me. He's just so good, man. He's got the high contact, he's got the high power, he's got great speed. And worst case, you could always move him to an outfield if you have another infielder. Another card I'd like to mention that fits Buxton as well is Roderick Arias. He's a tremendous card. I used him for quite a bit on Buxton. You can see with the boost, he gets the stats similar to Dominguez. Power-wise, great defense at shortstop, which is really rare. You can see this card here. I mean, dude, and he has 99 speed. You can't see by my face. He's 96 arm. He was amazing for me. So Arias is a switch hitter. Another good option. We have Austin Riley at third base, who once again, just the power, the contact, the speed. The speed is so nice on this team, along with the defense as well. Adam Dunn at DH and Napoli at catcher. These are kind of 2 just decent options. The bench, we got Harper, we got Story, we got Gary Sanchez. So this is a very good team. I'll come to my conclusions at the end. This is the team I built so far. Very good on speed, defense, and power, which is really important stats in this game. Now, team 2, we have the Arenado captain. Now, this one I suggest on tier 2, and here's why. This requirement for Arenado is under 45 speed, which means that your outfield is going to be so slow if you have 11 people on your team, because that leaves 2 spots that can't be it. So, for me, I would use it on tier 2. So, the outfield would be as follows. Babe Ruth in right field, Mike Trout in center, Ryan Braun in left. Now, these all 3 are not boosted, because these at least have decent speed. Babe and Braun not great in the field, but at least they're really good bats. And they're going to hold their own in the field. I mean, they're not the worst. At least they're faster than 44 and below speed. For the infield, you have Nolan Arenado, Corey Seager. This is one you can move Seager to second and use a spot that's not boosted, like Ian Happ, for example, who's on the team at second. You could always get somebody, take out Ian Happ, put Seager there, and put somebody at short who can play there. Somebody like maybe Mookie, or somebody even like Jacob Wilson, Aurelia, Hank Thompson, the new Hank Thompson, Brandon Drury. This is also a really good card as well. It's a budget card, but you could always have options, man. If you want somebody a little bit faster at short, who can cover more ground and has a better arm than Seager. At first base, you can't see, we got J.D. Davis at first base. An amazing card, especially with this boost. Mitch Garver, one of the new cards. I love this card build, man. Better against righties with the boost. Very nice power numbers. At DH, we have Yordan Alvarez, who also has inside edge, so his stats go up against righties even more. Bench, once again, I threw this just together. This was one of my non-boosted spots. I didn't know who to put as a non-boosted spot in the lineup. I was like, all these bats are pretty solid. Probably don't need one. So I put Rafaela on the bench. He can be a defensive replacement late in the game for maybe a Braun or a Babe or somebody if you want to move him, put Babe at first and, take out J.D. Davis. Put Rafaela in the outfield, so he's an option. Brayu also really good with this boost. Dunn is really good. Piazza's really good. So this boost is an extremely solid boost. This is your offensive boost. We talked about the Buxton boost. Had speed, power, and defense. This, although it gives a fielding boost, the speed is going to cost you so many runs. Whether it's infield, outfield, double plays. So that's kind of your give and take, but you get so much more contact. So that's why you typically, if you're using Buxton, your go-to range for difficulties would be Hall of Fame, All-Star, Veteran, Rookie. Or if you're going to use Arenado, I think it's more catered towards Legend. You get that contact boost, which helps with your PCI size. Then you also get Clutch. You get 10 batting clutch as well, so that's going to help with your contact with runners in scoring position. I think this boost is perfect for Legend. But let's take a look at a team without a boost and see how much of a difference there really is. Now, of course, I just got done streaming, so this is the team that I was using on stream. You can see I'm a huge Jays fan, so I've got guys like Kirk in here. I've got guys like Danny Jansen in here. As you guys know, if you guys have been around the channel, you know the Danny Jansen legend. We got Vlad. Otherwise, we got Seager, Happ, Babe Ruth, Duran, Trout, Braun. So, very solid team. I built a team here of a team without a captain. So, we've got Jarren Duran in outfield, who you can see at P3 has phenomenal stats. 3 over 100 hitting attributes with 81 power against left. 90 reaction in left field and 94 speed is amazing. You have Trout, you have Acuna, so this outfield is still very fast, kind of similar to the Buxton outfield in the sense that the speed is there. On the infield, you have Babe Ruth again at first, you have Ian Happ, you have Seager, and you have Kyle Seager, who I just unlocked and did terribly with. We got 2 for 12 with no home runs, so I don't think he's going to stick around long, but he's an option for me. Catcher is kind of a toss-up. We have Mitch Garver there. I think Kirk's an option. I think Napoli. I think Mauer. There's a lot of good catchers. You have James McCann as well. There's Darno's not bad. Piazza, of course. There's lots of good catcher options in the game right now. Joe Torre's another one I want to highlight. His contact is extremely high, so this card could go slept on. Also fits the Arenado team as well. Finally, we have Ryan Braun at DH. Ryan Braun has been amazing, by the way. Side note, but as you guys can see, I didn't add to the bench. So this would be a team without the boost. So how much different is it? Well, I'm going to get cards in there that I want to use, and that's something big in MLB The Show, is that you need cards that you are going to be comfortable with. If you're not comfortable with cards, doesn't matter what their stats are. If you suck with them, you suck with them. Don't force yourself to use a captain. The best way I can advise you do this is put together a team of cards you want to use. If there's a captain boost that those cards fit, throw the captain in there. If there's not, I wouldn't stress about it, man. I'm telling you, I have been using, if I go back to the squad I was using today, I've been using this squad. No captain boost, doesn't have any boost, doesn't have anything. I have been hitting better with this team than I have been with any Arenado captain or Buxton captain. I just feel so confident and having fun with these cards, man. Like I said, Kirk's hitting over 540 at-bats. Danny's hitting 415 all on Legends. Vlad's hitting 460. Seager, of course, is nasty. He's hitting 450. Ian Happ's been very good, hitting 398. Babe Ruth, of course, we know about that. Jarren Duran is hitting 436. Trout, of course, is going to be hitting great. And same with Braun, man. Braun's been amazing as well. So, I mean, like, this team is just cards I'm comfortable with. If you can be comfortable with the cards you're using, you don't need a captain. You have options. You have a hitting captain to help you get your hitters higher. You have what I would call the defensive captain in Buxton. But if you have cards that you want to use and that you do best with, use those cards first. I hope this video really set out a path for you in understanding who you need to use and what team you need to be using. If you guys have any more questions, please leave them in the comments. And please let me know. Are you using a captain? Are you using a certain captain? Is there a reason why? Please let me know, because I'm really curious, and I'll be responding to all the comments I see underneath this video. Again, please hit that like and subscribe button, and without further ado, I'm out. Peace.